Now I don't usually get near. Oh, my ex in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had the Alabama. Turned it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up a swagger, I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda, y'all are wasting our time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Hey, let's go!
They go play action here on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Hey, let's go, quick! Four down, check! My next hot! Alpha.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Vic. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor.
Now that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking, because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play?
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Michael Strahan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vic. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Quick!
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Vic on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd and long for Vic. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Michael Strahan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Fourth down. down, Vick. It's caught. Jones. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on 4th down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Second down, Vick. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Le'Veon Bell, 31 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Tyreek Hill on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now Wilson on first down. He'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Antonio Brown, 35 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big ball away.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Vick. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. That one the quarterback sticks in his pocket.
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He's going to rifle one deep, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? You have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's Michael Vick. And that is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Vick. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Michael Strahan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here goes Vick on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for an Ohio native is Ezekiel Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going deep for Brown, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, Vic. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Vic. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sturgis adds the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Geno Atkins, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Wilson on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's Wilson. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it's complete. Henry. Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Derrick Henry, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Falcons have broken our tie. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic mark? And got his man complete past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Sturgis for the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. The dangerous Hill now to return. A nice little juke. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Come on, in now, come on, tempo. We're looking for signal.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Give him 10 yards on the pickup in just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing...
They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. And fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Aaron Donald able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Aaron Donald in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Vick operating on first down. Eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Wilson now to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No gain on the play there, second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
14, run it.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Strahan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 35. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. The return man is Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Chip Bailey. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.